Hi everybody, welcome to Live with Chaudhry. We're here at Achema. It's day 4, as you can tell by my voice. We're in hall 8 right now at the Rattynox stand, which is at F3, and I'm delighted to join my original hall, who I've interviewed in the past with a different hat on at ISP Madrid. It's nice to see him here in Frankfurt. So Richard, lovely to see you. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Hot.
Yeah, it is very hot. Now, so tell me, we're here at the Rattynox stand, but before we talk about Rattynox, you tell me about them. How has Achema gone for the first 3 days?
Achema, well, we're into the 3rd day now.
Fourth,
and it's
in
been
fact.
sensational. I couldn't quite believe it. I realised that there are not so many people here this year, and there's been quite a few cancellations, and there's quite a lot of space around still. But we're in a very, very busy corner, and we've had definitely the best Achema we've ever had.
That's fantastic. Now, let's learn a little bit about Rattynox. So who are Rattynox and what do they do?
Rattiinox is an Italian company that makes aseptic valves that are becoming, I think, quite famous for their cleanability. They've been designed and developed to be very easy to clean, which means that systems that are trying to clean-in-place systems that are trying to clean reactor vessels and pipework in facilities can become less complex and less aggressive. Let me show you our basic design is. Let me turn this off. Our basic design is based on a radial diaphragm that's machined from solid pre-compressed PTFE or Teflon. This is the actual opening and closing movement. That is a 2-inch valve. This is a 1/2-inch valve. We go up to a 4-inch valve, which is a great big chunk of Teflon. I shouldn't say Teflon, that's a trademark, PTFE. We also do extended diaphragms in our valves. That means that we can add satellite functions behind the actual seat of the valve.
Right.
So that gives some opens some doors for some quite interesting solutions. Right. If we move down here, these are actuators. So we've got pneumatic actuators with sensors, manual actuators, and then we move into our process valve section, where we've got a lot of valves that do the same job, but in a different way. Right. They've got a different number of ports. They have ports in different directions. The ports are offset to improve drainage so that SIP cycles can be reduced. We do versions that are to mount in line. This, for example, would be a sample valve on a water for injection loop, or this would be a main valve, main point of use valve on a water for injection loop, where we want to be able to drain low down. We're always trying to optimize a solution rather than have a standard product and apply it.
Right.
This, for instance, would be a valve where we have a main water loop. We can then clean it, we can steam it, we can dry it with different functions coming in from different valves at different angles. Here we have a selection of what we call diverting valves, so a single inlet and 2 outlets.
Right.
Or 2 inlets and 1 outlet.
Sure.
Can be used as a double block and bleed valve, and with many different versions. Here there are, in our catalogue, there are 8 versions of this valve.
Right.
Here there are 15, and there are still more possible if a customer asks for them.
Right.
Moving on, we come to some examples. For instance, this is a cluster of various valves together.
Right.
And this is used as a low point valve for a reactor with a clean-in-place CIP drain valve, an SIP drain valve, a steam trap, and a temperature sensor, which basically gives the opportunity to lower a vessel so you can have a larger vessel in a fixed size room. Moving on to our classic tank valves with a few a few interesting points. This is a classic valve
Right.
with a steam in place inlet. This is a classic valve with a steam in place valve, so to actually control the flow. And this is one with an extended, I'm not sure if you can see well here.
Yeah.
So we put an extended diaphragm, let me go on. This is what an extended diaphragm looks like.
Right.
And that fits into here.
Right.
And means that we can actually be cleaning or steaming behind the seat while the valve is actually closed, and the actual diaphragm is visible to the flow inside the vessel. That's one of the critical points of our product.
Fine.
So the advantage of our products are basically around cleanability of this material, which is also resistant to all of the chemicals that are used in cleaning systems and in the pharmaceutical industry in general, including ozone. We can run at temperatures up to 200 degrees C or down to minus 80 degrees C for cryogenic vessels. And if we move into the stand,
Yeah.
this is an example of a vessel applying our valves very close connected to reduce the total volume of a P&ID to save space in a new facility. This is a vessel with a down tube through which we pass all the liquids and all of the gases that enter into this vessel, including the clean in place liquid, where we can close this valve here, and then the spray ball, which you won't be able to see there, but from here, is used to actually clean the entire vessel. So this is a down tube, a sparger, and also a clean in place tube.
Right. And I see you've got 3 other items there as well.
Here we've got a few new introductions for this show. Probably the most, well, we'll have a quick look at this one. This is the bottom of the small bioreactor, where we've actually built the valves into the bottom plate, the bottom cover of the bioreactor, with a temperature sensor, an outlet valve, a satellite valve cleaning, which you'll see is the same size, sample valve, all built into a very, very compact space. I don't know if you can film from the top there. And now I just have to mention Annex 1, which a lot of our viewers will understand is
Theoretically
a point of discussion. And one of the requirements of Annex 1 is PUPSIT, which is pre-use, post-sterilization, integrity testing of filters. The argument against PUPSIT, well, there are various arguments against PUPSIT, but one of them, I think, the most credible, I guess, is the possibility of sterility issues due to the addition of additional valves around a filter. So what we've done to overcome that is we've actually got the valves built into the filter. So this filter assembly includes the upstream valve, the downstream valve, upstream drain valve, downstream drain valve, vent valve, pressure sensor or pressure gauge, pressure sensor or level sensor, and integrity testing valve. All into the same unit. So if we look now at the actual filter cartridge, which is a standard code 7 connection, you can see that here the 4 valves all have their diaphragms totally visible to the flow. So from a cleaning and sterilization point of view, total volume trapped within a filter is I think as optimized as is possible. So this for us, I think, is our biggest innovation at this exhibition anyway.
Brilliant. Well, look, Richard, thank you as always for giving me such a thorough overview.
Sorry, I've talked a lot and I haven't given you an opportunity to say anything.
No, well, I'd rather you didn't, given my voice at the moment, but actually that was a very comprehensive overview of the products and obviously some of the advantages they've got at the moment. Obviously, as you said before we film this, we're coming to the end of the show now. But if people are here today and tomorrow, they can come to Hall 8, F3 to find you. But if obviously they're not here or they watch this after the show, where can they get more information and meet Rattynox?
Just Rattiinox.com. What you'll see there, I can share on the screen here if you want. Basically, videos of the products. This is Walter. Excuse me, I'm going to have to do. Can you play with this? What we've got online as well on the web is a P&ID that you can touch wherever you want, whichever valve, and it will give quite a lot of information, including the data on the valve, access to catalogues, 3D of the individual valves that you can then break down.
Fantastic.
3D, which you can then separate the parts. You can do all sorts of things. We launched the first day of Achema.
Fantastic. Well, look, thank you very much for that thorough overview. So there you go, viewers. If you'd like to learn more about Rattynox range of solutions of valves, then please, if you're still here this week, come to the Hall 8 booth F3. If you cannot make it, then please go to the website.
And it is Hall. Nobody believes it.
I know, I do believe it though, Richard. I do believe it.
It is.
So, and also you can get a hold of Richard via LinkedIn as well. He is active on LinkedIn. So, viewers, thank you for that, and thank you for going through that again once again, Richard. It's lovely to see you again. Have a great show for the next couple of days. And viewers, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay well and stay safe.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye, Brisbane.